interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome to SCSRA Broadcasting, and we're live with the ASR Tour Monday Night Pit Stall Superspeedway Series. We got 94 laps in store for you. These guys underway qualifying about 3 minutes ago. So with that, we're going to head to our national anthem and get this show started.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallant
And we're back as these guys are gridding up. Let's take a look at tonight's grid. On the pole, well, we got some changes. Jerry Johnson, David Hartney. Second row, Wilder, Chris Akers. Will Weber, Chris Miskowski. Ambrose Nebel, Carl Lingle. Holloway, Ron Connors. Jeremy Osborne and Russell Hancock. Eddie Morris, Grayson Payne. Matt Williamson, Tyler Hurt. Joe Fogg, Todd Poston looking to get that podium finish and clean sweep of the Xfinity Series. Frank Ranger and Jacob Greenlee. Ethan Horst and Dalton Gibson. Spencer Teal, Robert Duvendak. John Bell, Len McNeese. Hunter Leach, Kirby Caputa. Steve Hobbit, TJ Maddish. And Brianna Lauren bringing up the rear. As they're waiting on the green, go to the most famous words.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
And these guys are making ground. Take a look at our current points leader, Mr. Chris Akers, holding on to a very slim points lead on Mr. Todd Poston, or Anthony Poston as we've got him listed here, and Daniel Holloway, those 3 being part of Candy Shack. Robert Duvendak in 4th, Carl Lingle 5th, Gibson, Leach, Williamson, Cook, Bell, Hurt, Horst, Sexton, Nebel, and Weber round out the 15. A lot of changes could happen with these guys. Get our tickers up. ASR Tour continue to run. These guys are excited to be back here at Talladega. It's definitely been a journey for them, but here they are. Had to do bumpy Daytona last week where Todd Poston able to hold on to that podium for the 4th straight week. This is going to be the last week of the Xfinity cars. Next week, these guys are going to all swap it up and we're going to do it all over again in the Truck Series. So again, we do have 94 laps as the pace car is going to dip away for the first time tonight. Johnson on the inside, Hartney on the high side. That guy can restart Jared Johnson on the high side. Mr. Carl Lingle starting in the pit. Sean Wilder getting into his teammate J.R. Johnson trying to give him a shove out from Dave Hartney. And right away, Candy Shack pushing it 3 wide here at the Dega. As Hartney has no help with him. He's going to get a little help now as Weber's going to come through. Akers and Holloway on the high side. Looks like Williamson going to get out to the bottom line here. Flashing, but everything okay. Akers and Holloway, they're going to close out that middle lane now. Still riding 3 wide. See Jack looking down to the back. Positions up. Side by side, they come down the backstretch. Akers to the lead. He's going to try to clear J.R. Johnson. He is. Holloway's going to push him. Now two teammates side by side. Holloway going to have Weber. J.R. Johnson going to have Chris Akers. Guys sitting with 50% gas, so right around 18 laps or so. See if they're going to be able to push. As Holloway going to come in, and he's going to clear in front of his teammate Akers. That's going to go Will Weber. First car on the outside, and Duvendak trying to surge in that third lane. He's looking to get up there with his teammate. Currently, he's bringing Todd Poston, trying to get him to the front. Akers, incredible pusher. See the nose buried into the rear of Holloway. Whoa. We saw Duke trying to go up. Looked like we had one go with them. Duvendak trying to get a big run started on that high line. Trying to link back up with Will Weber. He's got Todd Poston with him, so he definitely has the help. That inside line just too fast. As you can see, they are extremely formed. The middle line a little broken, and the high line even more broken. As Sean Wilder, he's going to get filtered out. He's going to be the first car now in the middle line. He's going to file back until Will Weber gets back. Akers pushing almost to the point of lifting the rear end of Holloway. You can see the car just nosing down in that rear coming up. Holloway doing a great job keeping it going straight. As now they go side by side. You are going to get J.R. Johnson back up to that middle line. He's going to have teammate Sean Wilder with them. Duvendak still hanging out on the high side. You don't see this kind of driving out of Duvendak too early in races, but this time high line right to the third lane. So on the lower end just hit the fastest lap. Wife went out and got me a little bit of Tops Burger, and if you were in the panhandle of Florida, you know about that Tops Burger. So that's what's for dinner tonight. I know Duvendak would be quite jealous, even though last time he ate it, it did put him in the hospital, so it can definitely take you out. Akers opting to go to that middle lane. He's trying to get teammate Daniel Holloway a lap lead here. Holloway got the squirrels with them. These guys, they've been practicing 4 races in a row for this opportunity to go 3x3. And right now, they are doing it. They are running 3 wide right from the start. Looks like Racing Nate, he's going to try to jump up there and have some fun with those guys. Curious to see how these cars hang in a longer run. Remember that 50% gas going to give them just about 18 laps of gas. So right now they got 11, 12 laps to go. Should be looking right about 5 pit stops. And this is going to be bad for Carl Lingle, as he had to start from the pits and serve some penalties tonight. He wasn't here last week. And hoping for an early caution. And right now, these guys just not having the caution. And Lingle in trouble. As you see, the field is coming. Lingle right now on the high side, but they're 3 wide. We'll ride with Carl as the field comes. Lingle has the right to the high line. How will these guys get around them? They're going to try to squeeze it. We're going to go 4 wide past Carl Lingle. Duvendak and Poston. And the 16 on Tyler Hurt. Nicely done, boys, as they're all able to go 4 wide for a brief second and slip on by. And we're going to stay green. Still continuing this 3-wide surge. Doing a really good job taking those shoves from Duvendak in that high line. That's going to be Tyler Hurt. He is going to drop on down in front of J.R. Johnson, all the way down to Chris Akers, because Duvendak gave him a huge shove, and Tyler Hurt going to the lead. Well, Tyler, you wanted to drop on down there. You better hold on tight because Chris Akers is sticking his nose in your rear. And he's going to push you. Right now, continuing this run, we are 10 laps in. And been 3 wide since the get-go. And it maintains. As you can see, Hurt starting to get out there now because of how hard Akers is pushing. How long can Chris push before he starts to overheat? Now that middle line looks like David Hartney. He's going to come on up. He's going to get in front of J.R. Johnson. Oh, we're going to have a little bit of shuffling here. We got cars. The 07 of Dalton Gibson take a late move. J.R. Johnson and Sean Wilder just kind of give a little respect and some room and say, hey, it's early. We'll let you in here, as that could have been bad. Almost a 4-wide situation. Hunter Leach with a little bit of problems over the 07. Pushing into the bumper of David Hartney. Almost hits him in that back left corner. You can see these guys really putting on a show. They come around. So enter 1. They're coming to the backstretch, and we're going to get that camera shake as they come around here. Right now, still 3 wide as Wilder kind of hung out outside. He's looking for a gap to get back in. Remember, about 18 laps of gas until they have to pit. They're at 13, 5 to go. We are going to, of course, have some stages tonight, and that's going to be lap 24 and 48. Remember, the stages will not throw cautions, as points will be awarded after the race. I said they were waiting for 3 wide racing, and back to the high side. He's moved up there with the 45, Tyler Hurt. I'm sorry, not Tyler Hurt. That is the wrong car. Not quite sure what number. Oh, it's the 15 with Dubedack. That's Ethan Horst. So right now, all the help going away. To include Ethan, as he's going to come down. Dubedack's going to slide in front of him. And they're going to continue down the middle line. As Wilder poking back up. Did not have teammate go with him. As Russell Hancock, I get them mixed up. One is Candy Shack and one of J.R. Johnson is part of Pit Stall, and I want to say Russell Hancock is part of Candy Shack. So I get those two drivers mixed up, and their cars are pretty similar. They both run that blue scheme. 343 running that American flag. As you see, J.R. Johnson, the 73, he's all the way up at the front. Dubedack now trying to shove Wilder up. There's a little bit of gap here. If Dubedack can get clear. It looks like Lingle going to push the 07. Dalton Gibson back in. It's a pushing battle. It's Lingle trying to bring the car to the high side. That's going to pinch into Wilder and Dubedack. You can see these guys pinching down a little bit. Does look like we had Chris Miskowski and Hunter Leach may have had some problems as they are currently 6 laps down. May have been disconnected, but here comes the stops. Oh, we've got chaos going on. We've got one cone as, ooh, Ambrose Niebel. The squirrels are going wild. Candy Shack, Shooter McGavin seem to have stayed out. And we still got some squirrels staying out. Pit stopping. As you see that first set of drivers coming out, Ambrose did a pretty decent job as he is going to fall a lap down here. Actually, 2 laps down. Not quite sure what happened here with Miskowski and them, but it update and they are back out. So a little bit of chaos going on. As you see this big long line, not this time around, but I bet the next time around we are headed to the pits. Can they get in cleanly? It is a long single file line as gas is low. And the laps are definitely at a minimal here. Lap stint for these guys. Lingle on the same stint. Remember, he went a lap down because of the penalties. And here it comes as the field starts fanning out. Everybody in the brakes. Nicely job. Nice job, everybody, as they seem to get in pretty cleanly. As you see him coming down. Not too much chaos. I expected that to be a lot worse than it was, and the Tour able to keep it clean on pit road. They're going to have some other opportunities. Here comes the race off, as it looks like Akers going to have to race Lingle. See Duvendak coming. You got Sean Wilder coming out. And they're going to try to exit cleanly right now. Akers still maintaining that lead position. So we'll get back to the TV cam. That is going to keep 3 a lap down, as Ambrose Caputa are 7 seconds behind the leaders. Lingle came out first, but remember, he is the lap down. So he's going to look for Chris Akers' help and stay out in front of the leader, and I'm sure Chris will have no problem with that and try to extend the gas run here. Will Weber, the lone shooter McGavin. Oh, never mind. As I say that, I see Dubendak's 99. So we got 2 shooters surrounded by some Candy Shack. As everybody hanging on with Lingle out in front. And I think, Carl, you're going to be used for gas here, bud. And I think they're okay with that. Joe Fogg came off the pit same time. And he's losing that pack, but look behind him. He's got a train coming. Russell Hancock getting shoved by Sean Wilder. He's got Len McNeese in there. Looks like he's got J.R. Johnson, Matt Williamson, Jeremy Osborne, Tyler Hurt, Rob Connors. So a lot of teammates going. They are looking to run down the Candy Shack guys and Shooter McGavin, as those are the 2 teams out in front right now. Currently 5 seconds back. We'll see if they're able to gain. Getting used out in front. Doing a good job holding this line as Chris Akers doing the pushing. You got Candy, Shooter, Candy, Shooter, Candy, with a squirrel in the front. This pack behind them, they are losing ground. There are 4 cars, but losing, as you can see, they're not as organized, kind of spread out a little bit. Osborne now trying to push the 343 of Russell Hancock. Currently sit about 6 seconds behind Chris Akers. Will Weber going to the lead. Are we about to have a little Candy Shooter shootout here? And just like that, we're going to tuck back in. Shooter may have been doing a little bit of shuffling, try to get back in there in that gas conservation mode. Osborne still trying to push. These guys almost according to track as they are entering 1 and 2. The leaders are exiting 1 and 2 and running it down. 77, Chris Miskowski. He's going to have a field coming up on him. Right now, they are 26 laps in. So we have passed our stage and keeping it green. Daniel Holloway popping it out a little bit, trying to breathe. Miskowski going to stay in that middle lane, kind of ride it high. Little ride between 2 and 3. As the leaders are going to go around him, he's going to fall into the back. Right now, Lingle in a great position. Any caution, and he will be back. He's on the lead lap, so he'll maintain his lead lap, and Miskowski would get the lucky dog, so those two guys are okay with caution. If they were to go around Carl Lingle, Lingle would go a lap down and take the lucky dog away from Miskowski. Right now, though, Miskowski's going to have to be careful as he's about to lose Duvendak in that draft. Field split up here. And now, this back run, well, they're racing. They're racing back here for 6th place. A lot of times that'll happen if they're not happy at the speed that they're maintaining. They got more cars. They're just losing ground. So right now, they're going to go side by side, and looks like Hartney's going to come on down. That's going to leave him with, well, who is J.R. Johnson? Going to have to push him. That high side. Going to have the 73, J.R. Johnson, sorry. The 343 of Russell Hancock's going to be pushing Hartney. And the pit stall. Trying to push it past the new Shooter McGavin. Didn't even know he was on Shooter McGavin. Surprise, Hartney. I think you got it's because you have the fancy controls up there. Pack of cars get organized. They know how important pitting is, and some of the best guys to pit with are in the lead right now. All these cars in the back got to be thinking about that. They've got to try to make some ground. Only have about 7 laps of fuel left. Chris Akers still up here using Carl Lingle. Miskowski was able to hold on and maintain to Duvendak. Duvendak out to that high side. With Carl Lingle out in front, that's allowing Chris Akers, Holloway, Poston, Duvendak, and Weber to consume less fuel. Duvendak would love to get that point. Leading a lap. He knows he has to get past Chris Akers. As Chris Akers, well, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Chris Akers headed to pit road. Interesting strategy. And nor do I think it's intentional. I wonder if he messed up his gas on the first pit. As Duvendak, Weber, and Holloway still out there. Duvendak gets that lap led. Chris Akers cycling all the way back from the lead to 20th. So I'm not quite sure what happened down there, and maybe I'll go have a little listen here in a little bit and find out. Right now, Shooter McGavin, 4 race leaders. About 3 to 4 laps to go. And we will start seeing the masses enter pit road. Remember, some of these guys, like Jeremy Osborne, is currently sitting 5th. He pit 3 laps earlier. He went with the Squirrels. Remember, they had a little bit of trouble on pit road. They were able to hold it all and stay grouped in. You see Akers out here where he doesn't want to be, and that's all by him. He's lonesome. He's in jeopardy of going a lap down. I don't think there's enough time before everybody else has to pit. But we'll watch our leaders. Right now, 3 separate little packs going, or 2 packs really. You got a small third pack, but right now your 2 main packs is a mixture of Shooter and Candy, and then everybody else trying to run them down. As they just got in and out of pit road a little faster. The bigger pack starting to get a little single file. And the Squirrels are going to come in and pit again. Will they have better luck this time around? As it's going to split up that bigger pack. The lead pack does stay out. As you can see, the Squirrels did enter pit road. Matt Williamson, looks like Tyler Hurd, Grayson Pate is coming back out. When will the leaders go? It's got to be soon. Remember, they stayed out longer last time, so they had a little bit more gas. Oh, we got smoke going on pit road. That tells me somebody had some problems entering. Looks like Frank Ranger may have gotten a black flag. And I'm going to say that is speeding in the pits, so Ranger's going to have to come back around. When will these guys go? When will they go into pit? It's not going to be this time around. Got a lot of pitting going on. Duvendak still maintaining out there with Weber. Will Candy Shack go with them? I would expect Carl Lingle. He led most of this cycle. The leaders coming up on a little bit of high-octane cars. That's going to be John Bell, DJ Maddish. And they're going to go to the high line. Ooh, to John Bell. He's coming back in. Duvendak got to be on fumes. He's coming up, trying to put as many cars a lap down as possible. Teammate Will Weber pushing. They're going to get past those pit stall boys. Holloway going to the bottom, Weber to the bottom, Duvendak to the bottom. I would expect him to pit any time now. And if I'm a betting man, I don't think Candy Shack will go past Chris Akers. I believe they'll pit before they have to put their teammate down. But it won't happen this time. Will Weber sets a new personal best at a 49.899. John Bell has cleared his black flag. And the leaders coming in. Duvendak going to the bottom. Weber going to stay to the high line. Here come the break points. Can they get in clean? They do. Eddie Morris coming to join them. David Hartney, he's coming in. That's going to kind of put them in no man land. 7th place, Jeremy Osborne. Chris Akers now moved all the way up to 10th. Osborne trying to close the gap on that lead pack. Will he be able to run him down? He's 24 seconds. Looks like Holloway, Lingle, Poston all exiting pit road. Eddie Morris, he's off pit road. I did not see the Weber and Duvendak, but they got off pit road as well. The benefit of having Chris Akers back there is he may be able to push this pack all the way up. He's definitely a great pusher on these, especially Talladega. We got one going below the apron there. Will Weber to the lead. This lead pack now going to be picking up a little bit of lap traffic with them. Will Ethan Horse and Mr. Greeley try to link up? Right now they're going to stay side by side with them. Horse and Greenlee would be fighting for the lucky dog, as our 30 car field, we've only got 17 on the lead lap, as these leaders able to get in and get out of the pit road quickly. Like that, look at Jeremy Osborne. He's got that big pack with him. We got Squirrels and Royal Greenhorn with a little Chris Akers in there. They have the gap right now is shut down to 11 seconds behind Will Weber. So with 6 laps to go, we're we're going to do is we're actually going to take a quick moment and we're going to head to our long commercial. If we caution, we'll cut out and come on back. SCSRA Broadcasting, I Got Your Six commercial. Brought to you by the Vet Crisis Line. Check on your veterans. Make sure they're doing okay. A lot of times they feel like they're fighting alone and they fight quietly. Saw some pretty good commercial on. That wasn't really a commercial. It was more like a video on, I believe it was Facebook. Duvendak shared it of two guys in a soccer. I may try to put that up here one day, see if we got a copyright. But it's pretty impactful when you think about it. Kind of goes hand in hand, and I know Mr. Ambrose Nebel. He runs a lot of volunteer work for an organization just like that, but more for everybody's mental health, not just veterans. Right now, Will Weber in the lead. And this pack still going side by side. Seven-lap stint for these leaders. They were able to drag it out. 13 for the backpack. As I don't even know if we have 10 cars up here to count. But our second stage will be coming to an end this time around. Glenn McNeese, he's back here. Still in it for stage points. Somehow, Chris Akers in 9th. He's in it for stage points. Weber looking for a stage win. Looking to get an improvement on the points. As you can tell, the stage is coming to an end because here comes Mr. Holloway pushed by Poston. We're going to have a push-off here for the stage. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be tight. Who's coming across first? Poston and Duvendak, both pretty good at it. Will he be able to get him past? Will Holloway go? Is Duvendak getting a little loose here? He's really trying to shove his teammate, kind of comes off, and that's going to allow, well, it's showing Weber, Duvendak, but I'm pretty sure it was very close. We'll look at these top 10, just show specific where it would be. Right now, Holloway, it's going to be between Weber and Holloway. I don't believe Duvendak passed in front of Holloway, but we'd have to go back and look. Posting up there, Williamson, Teal, Morris, Maddish, Dalton, Gibson, Jeremy Osborne. So was Chris Akers able to get past in 10th and maybe save a little bit of stage point? Side by side they go. A little 4x4 mixing with some lap traffic as these leaders found some friends up here. One being none other than Carl Lingle. He has been battling back all night. Let me get these tickers back up. Every time I go to a commercial, I forget about it. And we have a caution out. Oh man. And it's going to be a big one. It's going to involve Hartney, Williamson, Morris, Bell, Hurt, Teal, Osborne, Johnson, Nebel, and Lauren. This one could be a good one as we are going to find, or attempt to find, David Hartney. A lot of 4Xs popping up. And it's going to happen somewhere in here. You see this big jumble. These guys have been trying to run down leaders all night. Hartney going to come up. He's clear. Oh, Hartney gets brakes loose as the 199 kind of gets underneath them. That's going to clean up Eddie Morris and some squirrels. 199 going to take a little bit more hit. Spencer Teal going to take some hit in those chrome numbers. And our first caution of the night. Let me go find out. One, stage 2. All right, and you know, let's get a little bit of shot going on here. As we did go and confirm it, and Mr. Daniel Holloway, stage 2 winner. Congratulations, it was close.
Close, but there's no cigar.
No cigar from Mr. Will Weber as looks like Duve got a little loose trying to push him. Todd able to hold it straight, and you take stage 2, man. How you feeling out there? 52 laps ran, all under green.
That feels really good. That was a pretty good run for everybody. What was really weird was Chris Akers' engine that went sour, but didn't blow up, but it went sour on him, and that's what happened to him.
Well, you know what I was going to ask you? I didn't know if maybe, you know, I was going to say, did Dad mess the gas up and maybe he ran out a little early or what happened? And I guess he just had a little bit of engine problems, and I don't believe he had to, I don't think he had to use his fast repair there.
He had to because of the engine.
So it was just acting crazy but hadn't blown up, so Akers out of a fast repair. But
I do believe so, yep.
the good news is, everybody going to bunch back up. Will they be able to have another long run, or are we about to see some chaos? You guys were going 3 wide for a while, and it was looking beautiful back there, so I think
It's Talladega, so, you know, we can go 4 wide if we wanted to, but, you know, halfway's done. First caution through this race. You know, congrats to everybody for racing hard like this. It's going to get more aggressive, I think, so, but anything can happen.
it absolutely can. Well, I will get you out of here, man. We'll see if we can catch you for another week at the end of the race. I mean, Candy Shack guys have been up here every week. We'll see if you can repeat it. See if Todd Poston can make it 5 straight. Don't let him know I'm talking about it.
Maybe to give him the broadcast jinx.
Just a little jinx, we'll see. But, all right, Holloway, we'll get you out of here, man, and good luck going the rest of the way forward.
Sounds good. We'll catch you later.
Daniel Holloway, your Stage 2 winner. Stage 1, I'm not going to lie, I was eating a burger. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what happened there. I guess that's not horrible, right? As I would say, let's head to commercial, but you know, we saw it. The iRacing scheme wasn't on the commercials. So, what I'm having to do is put it all back. But it's okay, we worked pretty well on the fly. As you're going to see a bunch of guys come in, they're going to top off that gas. And with that, we will head to our sponsor from Hart. And we're back. Well, we're kind of back. We'll transition over here now. Now we're back to full screen and kicking it. I did fix our last commercial. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I think I still need to fix the pit stall. We'll get to that. Todd Poston, your current leader, as they're just riding with Poston on the bottom, Weber to the top, Duvendak behind him, Holloway. So sets of teams, and this time they're going to line up together. This field, it has been a while since they've been together, and you know, just like that, here they are. As you can see, the pace car going away. How long will these guys stay green? Looks like everybody did come in, try to pit. I'll keep you updated on that here in a second. As green flag flies once again. ASR Tour had a very strong running. They were able to keep this race green much longer than I think expected tonight, being Dega. You know, you really expect to see a lot of side-by-side action. Sometimes these drivers make mistakes. Had some early mistakes in the pits, but the driving is looking good. Yes, I'm not quite sure why that just went to pit stall. We'll tune in with them here in a little bit. Right now, I want to keep us green flag racing. Because I'm playing with the editor, trying to fix the videos, and oh, here we go. Cautions, breeding cautions. Dalton Gibson, is he involved? No, it's going to be Joe Fogg, Brianna Lauren, Miskowski, and Rob Connors. So, I'd like to give a shout out to old David Hartney, by the way, as he kind of hooked me up telling me about this fancy app, and finding the wrecks, it's going to be easier now. I don't know if it'd be better, but hey, we're going to try it. And I am having some trouble finding Brianna Laurent. Oh, Wilmer Alexander, thank you for subscribing. Where is Brianna? All the way back here. Not quite sure why she got hit into it. It's definitely going to happen in front of her, as I believe it was with Mr. Dalton Gibson, but his car not behaving right now in the replay controls. So everybody coming into pit one more time. Keep an eye out as Lingle and Horace, they received a 4X after the fact under caution. Maybe not able to keep it as clean. Remember, at one point in this race, we had 18 cars on the lead lap. That's now 20. As looks like we have a lucky dog going round and round. Tyler Hurd, though, he's going to stay out. He's going to trap some cars. Everybody in front of him, they're looking to get back on the lead lap. And we're going to take a second, and let's go hear from the pit stall, who we would love to thank for sponsoring the ASR Tours Superspeedway Series here on SCSRA Broadcasting. The pit stall. Wrong button. The pit stall. A place for drivers, sim racers alike, to come together on a Facebook group. If you are into sim racing, check out the pit stall on Facebook. Join the group. Show them a little love. Those guys do a lot for the iRacing community, to include sponsoring and our main sponsor of the ASR Tour. Well, was this a moment of cautions breeding cautions? We see it week in and week out. These guys able to put on such a long run. Will they able to maintain? Will they be able to hold out as we've gone 57 laps and only 2 cautions? And for Talladega, I think anyone's got to be proud of this performance. As round and round our cars go. Remember, 18 cars were lead lap. Now, going to have a little bit of friends coming along. Nebel coming around. Eddie Morris coming around. Lingle, well, he's trapped in the back. He's looking for another wreck to be the lucky dog. 9 cars, 1 lap or more down. 8 cars fighting for a lucky dog position. Tyler Hurd, he did some damage out here. He stayed out. He's on a 7-lap stint, 11 laps to go for gas. This this is a gamble. You've seen some really long runs tonight. But he wanted to get up there and get some laps led. But if this thing stays green, he will have to pit first. And I don't know if he'll have any friends that go with him, as tight as this racing has been. Tyler's going to be looking for a lap lead, which he's got, and then he's going to be looking for some quick caution so we can go fill the tank and get back to racing. Without it, he is going to be in trouble up here. Hurt. He's very familiar being up here with these leaders, as you've seen him get pushed around by Chris Akers. He's done a lot of pushing with Chris Akers. He's kind of fallen in up there, and this is not his first rodeo here at ASR, being up with the leaders and feeling pretty comfortable. Right now, he's going to bring them back green. He's got Daniel Holloway to his outside, Todd Poston to his rear. Weber going to be responsible for getting Holloway up with the help of Chris Akers. And we are green once again. As it looks like Russell Hancock kind of drifted up into the middle a little bit, able to hold his line, come back down. Everybody, just to update you, the pace car did make it back to its pit stall safely, so we can all sleep well tonight. I didn't name that guy. He's fancy. Is Holloway going to drop down to the lead? He's going to cut in front of Tyler Hurt. He's going to put Weber, the first car on the outside, getting pushed by Chris Akers. Remember, Akers almost a lap down after his engine didn't blow up, but I guess malfunctioned. Todd Poston doesn't know it yet, but I may have set the session up where his car blows up with 2 laps to go. I don't know. Todd has been tearing up the tour in season 1. Can he repeat it for a 5th week? Or we start all over again in the Truck Series. 2 by 2 they go. Oh, FFP's got to be careful there. He almost popped out too much, allowed J.R. Johnson to close the door on him. Jerry, though, I believe is a teammate of Len, so I would expect to let him in. He's got their captain behind him in Sean Wilder. All these guys back to the lead lap. And full of gas, Tyler Hurt. Drifted all the way back to 5th. Remember, he's got an additional 5 laps. Eddie Morris, the new fastest lap of the night. Always rocking that Morris Customs. Morris Customs does so much for the league, this league and SCSRA. Makes some incredible graphics, some incredible paint jobs, and you guys see our points graphic in the beginning of the night? Well, that would be Eddie Morris at Morris Customs. He's got himself a Facebook page. Check it out. Especially if you need your car painted. He does a pretty good job. He's pretty quick. You tune in Wednesday night for the SCSRA Next Gen by Dev Sports Cards. I'll be broadcasting that one, and you'll see old Robert Dubendak out there in that 99 SCSRA broadcasting as he joins me in the booth week in and week out. Doing all right, got points too. He stays busy over there with me, so I appreciate him. He works hard in this league, and we'll do it all again Wednesday, and I don't think we would do it any other way. We get a little bit of bonding with our potato. If you haven't met Tony Starch, come on out Wednesday night. Tony Starch always makes an appearance. As long as I continue to pay the Tony Starch bill. Side by side, ASR goes. Maintaining these lines, not a lot of movement up and down. Going on another long run. Is that what we're trying to do here? almost to the point where I switch it over to laps to go, not laps completed. Akers out in the lead. Remember earlier in this race, almost goes a lap down and fights his way all the way back to the front. He's got teammate Daniel Holloway. Couple black flags served tonight. Remember, called a couple of them out as I saw it, mostly for speeding. Speeding's going to happen when we have as many green flag pit stops as we've had. But remember, because it's not under caution, it's not just an EOL, these guys got to go back through and serve penalties. Carl Lingle, he's pulling up, trying to get into the back bumper there. He's got to be careful. He's got Rob Connors in front as we're shuffling to 3 wide as that's going to be the 199. That's Matt Williamson on the high side. These guys able to keep it pretty clean and still shuffling. Williamson trying to get down below his whirl. You can see that squirrel logo. And we are to lap 66, which leaves us 29 laps to go. And we'll switch and finish this race with the pit stall as our main sponsor up there in the left corner. Side-by-side racing. Ooh, Ambrose almost gets a little squirrely there. That's right, Ambrose, you heard it first. Squirrel's getting squirrely. Got another squirrel behind him. Breaking a little loose, and hey, they're able to hold it. Holloway kind of splitting lanes, comes back down in front of Akers. Maybe trying to give Chris a little bit of breathing room. See, Akers tried to drift up there and get a little air to the car, and Holloway kind of went with them. That's going to throw these guys off a little bit. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting. 1 through 7, 12-lap run. Then you've got these two cars, Ambrose Sneevil, Tyler Hurt, they're on 17. So they're going to be getting very close on gas. Ambrose doesn't look to be trying to get down. Hurt already down. And we're back to 3 wide as these guys trying to make a little bit of positioning. This is not good if you are Ambrose or Tyler Hurt, as you are going to have to hit by yourself. And I believe these leaders, let's see, they're at 13. I said they can go about 18, so that's 5. That'll leave 22. If they can stretch it and try to get the most laps out of this, they may try to make it on one stop and pray for some cautions. And I think that's the idea, is they're going to really try to save gas here. the next 2 runs to a one-stop finish. But it's going to be very hard to do with Daniel Holloway out setting the lead. As that might be lap traffic coming up. Carl Lingle looks to be off pace. No, he's not off pace. He's in there. Not quite sure why it's calling the interval back. He is fighting for the lucky dog still. Past 19 laps for Evil and Hurt. How long can these guys make it? We're going to keep our eye on them. Ambrose still rolling up high. Hurt's at least on the bottom. 207 almost comes up and makes contact with Poston. That'd be Dalton Gibson in his Yoda. Actually, Todd has the Yoda. When will Ambrose and Hurt have to go in? Oh, we got wrecking going, and this is exactly what Ambrose needed. Oh, that's going to be John Bell, Eddie Morris, Dalton Gibson, Russell Hancock all making contact. Looked like John Bell just kind of got blindsided there. We saw it on the high side of the screen. He's a little banged up, but still under his own power. What goes on here? You see Hancock behind Bell. Eddie Morris involved. Bell hits the back end of Eddie Morris and then just loses control and goes up to the high side, hits the 07. And that is going to bail out Tyler Hurt and Ambrose Neville. The Squirrel Man survives. You know, let's go find him. What's up, buddy? Welcome back to the booth.
Oh, hello.
Man, you are one lucky squirrel, buddy.
Hell yeah.
What do you want, a 21 lap stint? If anybody needed that caution, it was you and Tyler Hurt. And you were able to get it done, man. You got the caution right in the nick of time, going to allow you to come and hit with the field. So how you feeling about going forward?
No, I feel really good. I think the Squirrels had a great strategy all night. You know, we short pitted a little bit, and man, it feels really good right now.
Well,
we're in a good position.
We saw you have a little bit of trouble with that first pit stop. You went a little sideways, able to clean it up and get back around. But
yes,
the good news is he had a rough start, had to serve his penalties. He wasn't here last week, but we got a squirrel coming back to the lead lap. He's battled all night, and here comes Carl Lingle. So you guys are going to have lots of help up there, man.
Yep. Carl's a beast, man.
He's been driving incredible this season.
Penalties or not, he can get it back.
Yep, he is back in action. You guys have 22 laps to go. We're going to see if the Squirrels can get it done, man.
Heck yeah, brother.
That's all I got for you, and I'll tell you what, maybe we can get you up here at the end.
I hope so, guy.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
Yeah, man, you get up here. We're going to put that squirrel back up and let him fly in the logo spot, because for some reason, I don't have any other team logo, but I have the squirrel. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
All good.
All right, brother. We'll get you out of here, man. It was good talking to you, and hopefully we catch you in about 21 laps.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Ambrose Niebel, man, just in the nick of time, gets the caution he needs. And if you're a squirrel, well, you're feeling really lucky. You get your teammate back on the lead lap, and you get to come in and pit. But we're going to take a couple seconds and hear from our last sponsor and the home hub, our broadcasting show on Thursday night. And SCSRA Live coming at you Thursday nights with David Hartney. David Hartney not having a very good night tonight as he's got a battle going on. And a tough week coming up. The SCSRA League, they've got this tough schedule happening Wednesday night. Those next gens, they're heading to the Indy Oval. You know, I say it's not an easy night, but after last week's run at Dover, where Devin Butchino, you can tell he put in a ton of practice. The Pit Viper, as I call him, able to get it done from start to finish and really just lead the way. They're going to head to the Indy Oval. I think it's going to have different challenges, but a little bit more space, a little bit more fun, and tune in Wednesday night. We're going to have a little bit more action, but right now the ASR Tour, they got some more teammates. I don't know if you know these two guys up front, these Candy Shack drivers. I know the league wants to dethrone them for a second. They want to get a win without Candy Shack up there. Try to get them off the podium. Right now you got some pit stall drivers, you got some Shooter McGavin drivers. The pace car going away. One more time with 21 laps to go. This might get a little spicy. As we'll head to TV1 as they enter what I thought was the Geico restart zone. Here it is. Here's the Geico restart zone. That's just a Geico poster. As Chris Akers on the bottom posted saying, what's taking so long? We've got one car going into the grass. Oh man, I saw that baby blue. And that's what I thought. Will Weber. Let's go back and see what exactly happened here with Weber. As he comes to the restart. Oh, a little bit of checkup, and Weber, maybe not paying as close attention, didn't really see it coming. Just dives to the infield. I'm not even sure what exactly is going on here, but Chris Akers sending me a video. Chris, you're supposed to be driving from lap 59 and just cars kind of just flashing through. Akers, you got a job to do. Get off the phone. I guess everywhere you race, there's always a Carlton Charles. And if you know Carlton Charles on Wednesday night, you know what I'm talking about. Chris Akers now, not in the YouTube chat, just in the old Shooter McGavin chat and sending videos. Not exactly sure what's going on, but we'll check in with that after the race. Right now, Rubendak coming on a surge, trying to catch up to Akers and Holloway. He's got the 199 of Matt Williamson behind him. And Hunter Leach. He's got the 3-digit cars with him. 199 and 144. Tyler Hurt, another driver who really needed that caution. Able to get his gas and get back out to 8th. So making up some lost ground here. At least Tyler was on the bottom. I'm not exactly sure what was going to happen with Ambrose, as he was kind of trapped up on the high side and running out of gas quickly. Looks like Grayson Pate, Russell Hancock, they seem to have lost the pack a little bit. And Will Weber, on his own, he's going to need a little help. He's going to need a caution and try to not go a lap down. We got one getting squirrely back there. No, I don't think it was a squirrel, as we are 3 wide. We got a cat car, and every time you see a cat car, all I think about is the 5.5 on Wednesday nights. But he's not here. Instead, that's going to be Joseph Fogg. Lingle, he's on that high side. Remember, he's battled back all night. Started a lap down with penalties. He's back in the high line, trying to get something for him. He's got some friends with him. Everybody trying to run down Daniel Holloway. What's crazy is Ethan Horse is the leader of that high side. He is a lap down, trying to get his lap back the hard way. See if he can get past Daniel Holloway. As we come up on some more traffic. Everybody going around them. The traffic able to kind of straddle that yellow line, give enough room. A little side-by-side action going back there. We got us a pink squirrel. Going to the high side. Weber and Connors. They seem to have found each other. That's going to be 18th and 19th. Will they be able to hold off the leaders? Rewind. Duvendak doing a little pinching down there, the Holloway. Trying to steal as much air from Chris Akers as he can. These guys buddies, but all bets are off here at Dega. Duvendak knows he's got to try to take some of that air away from Akers and get him overheated. Akers just too strong at pushing. Shooter almost took stage 2. Just wasn't able to get across the line as Holloway inched past Will Weber. And they had teammates pushing. Right now, Rob Dubendak's got Matt Williamson help. David Harvey, you see him on that 3rd row. He's trying to get a thing started. He's got the laps down, but hey, get a car clear. He's got Jacob Greenlee with him back there in 9th. So Greenlee, the 3rd car in the 3rd row. And sitting back 9th because of the positioning here. Whoa, we got almost into Carl Lingle. Lingle keeps it straight. A couple seasons ago, Carl Lingle probably would have overcorrected that. But as we've seen time and time again this season, his saving ability really improved. Holloway about a car and a half lead, holding off Duvendak. 3rd line still forming, and here comes the wreck. And that is going to throw our caution one way or the other. That's going to collect Horst, Lingle, Morris again, Hartney, Osborne, Poston. Ooh, Todd Poston involved, John Bell, Jacob Greenlee, Niebel, and Frank Ranger. I'll tell you what, David Hartney cannot catch a break. He is finding each and every caution. But if you are Will Weber and Rob Connors, you see it, they are still in the gas. They know they just got away with one. 10 laps to go. Weber going to start 19th. Connors 18th, minus the cars that go into the pit, which at this point is going to be everybody. I can't see anyone staying out. Is everybody 13 laps in? Well, maybe Russell Hancock. He's got an additional 10 laps. Will Russell take a gamble? He's only on a 10 lap stint. These leaders know they'll be able to bring it to right around 8. You see where Chris Akers is. He's apron riding. And let's go into the cockpit. And see what happens here. There they go. Everybody going in. Ooh, Azix. Interesting. Interesting. We are going to have some gambles here as a ton of cars stayed out. They're at 14. Let's see. Can we ride in the cockpit of Lennon Nice? He stayed out on this 14-lap run. And look at those RPMs. Get up to speed. And we caught him just as he had his car off. Will he kill it on the back and try to coast it? Big gamble by the 84 Chevy Camaro. Williamson also on a 14-lap run. Hunter Leach, J.R. Johnson, and Sean Wilder. The gamblers in the top 5. And then everyone behind them, they've got fresh gas. They're going to have enough to finish, without a doubt. We said about 18 laps. They're about, I don't know how, 3 laps maybe short. Maybe they probably go about 19, 20. We've had a lot of cautions. Can't even say a lot. We've had about 4, so maybe they got some caution laps. They might be able to extend this another 4 laps. If a green-white checker comes out, they're in deep trouble. They're going to want to finish this right away with 8 to go. Actually, it would be 7 to go when they go green. And going to be an interesting show. We'll see what happens. And they'll get side by side as one more lap under yellow. We're going to take this opportunity, get up, do our stretch, try to get ready for the excitement coming our way. As the ASR Tour going to try to finish this strong. Will we breed another caution? Can we finish it? Big gambles from the top 5. It wouldn't be Talladega if we didn't have a little chaos to finish this race. McNeese going to be on the bottom. Williamson up top. So you got a little pit stall. A little royal greenhorn. Fresh gas, 6th, all the way back. $15 lap stint, 7 to go this time around. Pace car getting off the track. Can't hear nothing. He's got his earmuffs on, trying to listen to the radio, but no one's talking to him. As Len gonna get in front of Williamson as they make their way to the Geico restart zone. And we go green one more time. McNeese getting a big jump, and if you do not want the big jump at the SS, he's going to want the pack to come up. Len going to swerve up a little bit in front of Williamson. Williamson going to dive in behind him. These two going to have to work together. Akers getting up to Sean Wilder's bumper. Holloway cutting up. J.R. Johnson to the lead, the pit stall, leading some laps. Will they clear? Wilder going to stay high. Ooh, a little bit of contact between McNeese and Akers. Side by side they go, the pit stall. Currently 1-2, but McNeese not pushing as hard as Akers pushing. Wilder almost got Daniel Holloway clear. These guys are going to have to worry. They're coming up on a lap car. And bigger than that, the cars in the front. Sean Wilder and J.R. Johnson both on a 17-lap stint. McNeese with him. The gas is going to be flashing. McNeese able to get J.R. Johnson up front. Duvendak going to go to the high side. Looks like he's going to bring the 16 with him of Tyler Hurd. Oh, diving smartly back down. Will Weber all the way back here up in 8th. He was able to come back up. 5 laps to go. This time around. A lot of different teams up here. Last couple weeks, we've seen Candy Shack running away and not able to catch. That is not going to be the case here at Talladega, as we've got a mix of teams. Will they be able to hold off a Candy Shack surge? Post and watch, he is currently 15th and going to need some help if he wants to get that 5th podium. Wilder now getting out in front. He's in front of his teammate. Jerry Johnson, he's on that bottom. Wilder is on top. McNeese pushing Johnson. Akers pushing Wilder. Weber and Duvendak up there. Will they link up into a third line late? You see Duvendak just keeps breathing it. David Hartney, new fastest lap, 49.188. And here comes teammate Will Weber. Duvendak trying to get to the bumper of Weber. And he's there. He's got Tyler Hurt with him. Those shooter boys got a nice formed high line. Will they be able to get it, keep it together? Right now, it is the pit stall, though, out in front. Will they have the gas to make it? It is going to be close. Wilder comes around, 3 laps to go. New fastest lap set again, this time by Joe Fogg, a 49.077. So Octane throwing up some speed laps. You see Akers trying to breathe his car a little bit. He had his car blow up early, doesn't want it to happen again. Look at this, as these guys are 3 wide all the way around. Oh, we got one falling out, but we're going to stay green as he's going to dive way below the apron. Well, Weber coming up, making a little bit of contact with Akers. Little kiss there, as we are 2 to go. ASR would love to bring this to the line. Can they get across one more time? We've got some hard pushing going from behind. Can they avoid the big one before the white flag comes out? Weber on the high line. Wilder in the middle. Jerry to the bottom. Ooh, Chris Akers, what a move he's going to pull up in front of Weber. Huge move, but that's going to give Sean Wilder, Daniel Holloway, and the 16. As the white flag is out, the big one will not stop this race. We will finish it this time around. Can these guys avoid it? 3 wide. Will they go all the way around? This is going to come down to the end. Akers gets in front of Wilder. Duvendak getting a huge run on the outside, pushing Weber. He's getting some help with what looks to be Eddie Morris. I'll tell you what, if you want anyone back there, the dark horse, Eddie Morris, who's had the battle damages all night, he's up here, and he's going to try to, oh, Chris Akers explodes, and it looks like out of nowhere, this is huge, huge, as we've got a drag race to the end. JR, Sean Wilder, we got teammates racing to the end, and boom, they finish it. Wilder able to keep the lead. JR just barely behind him. A .005 finish. You know, we're going to go check out a couple things real quick, because this was a little chaotic. I'm pretty sure Chris Akers just died, but that's neither here nor there. First off, we need to find. Here they are coming to the line, right? We're going to have to rewind this here. I keep hitting the wrong rewind button, but that's okay. As you can see the carnage going on here. Okay. There we go. We are going to go. Yeah, we can go here. Right there. Now, let's go. No, I don't want to go there. I want to go to the photo finish camera. Thank you. And it does not get much closer than that. Watch these guys come across the line. We're going 1/8 of a speed. Which you could see, if you go right there, it is close. I can't even pause it on how close Wilder and his teammate are. It is so close. Hancock, though, going to take third. Weber able to get a top 5 finish. Madish, now. We're going to go back, and we're going to go to TV2 here. I know these guys, we're going to try to get as much of the coverage as we can. And it happened with Chris Akers. I just saw Reese's explode. And you can see it just wrecking right here. We'll try to get these guys all the way back. All the way back, all the way back, all the way back. And keep on going back. See all the smoke. And there. So, it looks like, let's actually ride with Robert Duvendak. And we're going to go into a far chase. And I'm not even sure how Will Weber survived this. Weber just breaks loose, hits Akers. Akers explodes. Weber gets knocked back straight somehow, keeps his foot in the gas. And the big one happens, and thankfully for those guys at the end, let's ride with old Chris Akers. Where are you, buddy? All the way back here. We'll see it. Duvendak really pushing Weber. Does he hit him bad in the corner? He does. He turns him. Duvendak may have turned his own teammate. And Akers, round and round explosion. But that's going to allow us to get a little pull up our results. As Candy Shack still going to be able to make it into the top 3, and I'm looking into the wrong area. And just like that, we're going to get Mr. Russell Hancock in that 343 somehow survived the chaos at the end and get some big critical points for Candy Shack. Welcome to the booth there, Russ.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me up here.
Man, you know, you had some troubles early on, and just a little bit of damage, not much damage. Had a really good night running. Didn't have to use a fast repair tonight. Able to survive it, man. And that big one at the very end, able to skate by, and here you are with a podium finish. Walk me through it. How you feeling?
First off, I want to thank the guys at Candy Shack for letting me run with them. It's a good group of guys, and also working with the pit stall a little bit here and there. They helped push a lot tonight. But yeah, it was a good race. Sometimes you're better lucky.
Well, and I think you definitely had some luck on your side tonight, as that big one almost took you out, and you just escaped by it, and here you finish.
Yep, just able to squeeze through. Just close my eyes and hold on, right?
Hey, man, sometimes that's half the battle, as we all know it. Your teammate, Chris Akers, completely destroyed, went airborne, so obviously he wouldn't have had a fast repair anyway, as he had an engine kind of blow up, I guess, according to what Daniel Holloway said tonight.
Yeah, he had an engine blow early in the race, but was able to stay up there in the lead and kept us running.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've had a lot of Candy Shack action up here. They knew your time was going to come to get on the podium, and just like week in and week out, Candy Shack still represented up here at the very end of the race, man. Congratulations on that top 3 finish. It's going to be huge for the team points to keep that lead. The Xfinity cars are done for the next 5 weeks. How we feeling going to the Truck Series?
I enjoy driving the trucks. The Xfinity is a little wonky when you go to do some bump drafting with it, but I'm looking forward to trucks.
Well, we're going to start it all over again and head to Daytona next week. But before I get you out of here, want to leave out with the floor is yours. Give you a chance to thank all your sponsors, family, and friends, man. It's all yours.
I just want to thank everybody. You guys, you're doing a great job up here in the broadcast booth, and everybody that put these races on. Thanks a lot.
All right, Mr. Hancock. Well, we will get you out of here, and hopefully we get you in here a couple more times as the season rolls on. The trucks are coming, but off to Daytona we go all over again, so we will catch you next week.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot.
Yes, sir. And coming in second, just barely getting beat by his teammate, .005. Mr. Jerry Johnson, welcome to the booth.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Man, you know what? I think my heart rate's going down a little bit. I can finally breathe a little. I don't have to worry about that 3 wide, the big one coming before, and having to do a green-white checkered, and you guys not having enough gas. How much gas did we have at the end of that?
I had about a lap and a half left.
I figured it was going to be very close, and if you would have had the green-white checkered, that probably would have been it for you up in the front, but you and Sean take a big risk. There were 5 of you that stayed out, and the pit stall able to prevail, man. Finished with the 1-2, so not only great finishes, great team points tonight. How we feeling about ending the Xfinities and heading to the trucks?
Oh, I'm pretty stoked. I've had pretty terrible seasons so far. I really needed this for myself and the team. Good points race for us all. Got a shout out to Len McNeese for pushing me all that way, and Sean, Rob, the rest of the guys, and got to say hi to Candace. Candace up in Anacortes, Washington.
That's it. You got to give your shout out, man. Well, we look forward to having you going forward up in the booth more often, and glad the pit stall finally makes their splashdown here at the ASR Tour. We will we'll let you out of here so you can go celebrate with most of your team. I still got to pull one of your guys still up here, but you already got all the opportunity to thank your sponsors and friends. Got that top 3 finish, and to the Truck Series we go next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Great job tonight, too, by the way.
Thanks, Jerry. Well, we'll catch you next week, as it's been rough up here. Watching you guys 3 wide most of that race, it's exciting. So
Yes, sir.
all right, bud, we'll catch you.
All right.
Well, I might have missed you something there, Jerry. Were you making one more shout out? Oh, I don't know. I heard you talking. All right. And, well, I left the booth because I don't know if Jerry was still up there talking, but we're going to jump on down to his teammate and race winner. Battled his way back. I don't know, Sean, were you at one point down a lap, riding way behind some leaders? The pit stall separate from the top 6 most of the night. Caution brings them all together. And you and Jerry take a big risk. Stay out on a 17-lap run and able to get it done. How you feeling, buddy?
Yeah, I tell you what, that was really, really good. We were 51 seconds behind at one point. We weren't one whole lap, but we were that far off. We had enough fuel on that last run. If it went green, we could have made it. I think the leaders would have had to pit because they were using fuel. I was running like 3/4 throttle, and I had about 2 gallons to the good.
Well, you were better than, Jerry said he had about a lap and a half. I don't know if you've looked at the final number, but you beat your teammate by .005. So it was that close. You guys able to avoid a huge wreck of, it looks like Will Weber and Chris Akers just kind of make contact, and Weber kind of got turned down into him, and you were able to skate by and kept your foot in the gas and blow past everyone, and it was a drag race to the end. And once again, Sean Wilder, and finally for the ASR Tour, in the victory lane. So congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Guy. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, that all goes out to Akers. He was right there pushing me hard when they went 3 wide. This is why we do it, man. That was some awesome racing. I hated to see them guys wreck. Like we said, the pit stall talked about it in the early part of the race. We just want to get there. Top 10, we were happy. We need to climb these points since we missed that first race. So I know we're going to the trucks next, and it's going to be a challenge, but woohoo, got one in the winner's circle, buddy.
Man, you sure did, and we're glad to have you up here. Finally, I mean, it's been a dry spout. The got to have the league sponsor up here. I mean, you got the pit stall on your side. You got the whole team named after the sponsor. The sponsor's over here sponsoring the league, and we appreciate everything the pit stall is doing for us, and we shout you out quite a bit over there at the Facebook group. Trucks are coming. You go back and watch this. I know your mom and dad, they tune in a ton. They're going to see 3 wide racing all the way to the end. I'm honestly pleasantly surprised by the way the league performed tonight. A lot of great racing. You're able to get it done, finish it, keep it clean, and bring it home. So you've got that first win. That's, I believe, going to lock you to the playoffs as well. So you will get the lock to the playoffs. And with 5 races remaining, all going to be in Truck Series, going to Daytona.
That's awesome. I wasn't sure if it was win to get in or not, but yeah, that's freaking awesome. Hey, man, I want to thank Mom and Dad, first of all. Love them. They're in Florida for 4 months. They have tuned in for all our races for years now. I mean, they've gotten to the point where they know all these great drivers and what they do and their tendencies, you know, Akers and Dubinbeck and them guys. This is why we do this, guy, man. It is so freaking fun. You can't hardly explain it unless you're sitting in the driver's seat. I know guys like Akers and Duvenbach and Todd and Jerry and Len. I could go on, man. We've raced together for years, and that's what creates these awesome races. And that's why it's so huge when you actually win one of these things.
Man, you couldn't say that, more accurately. Just being the broadcaster up here and knowing all your guys' tendencies, and then seeing it all come to life up here, especially a brand new league and some drivers never racing, and able to go 3 wide as long as you did and as clean as you did really pays a homage to the entire league and the respect level they were given. And right now you're seeing nobody's afraid to push anyone. If you get in front, hey, they're going to push you as hard as they can as if you were a teammate. The respect level is so high right now. And, man, I'll tell you what, this season, it's been a great one to watch unfold. I hope it continues going to the trucks, man. And I thank you for definitely coming on board with the pit stall. You definitely help give us a bigger name, and we keep shouting you out, trying to grow that Facebook page. But I'll leave off, get you out of here so you can go hang out with Jerry and celebrate this big win. Got that big win, and we'll give you one more chance to thank any sponsors, family that you may have missed.
Yeah, copy that. Obviously, I want to thank the pit stall for the sponsorship. I know it's a great group of guys. That's where a lot of these guys started from years ago. It's a great hangout. It's a great motorsports spot. If you go to Facebook, the pit stall, we talk stuff, motorsports in there, not just NASCAR, but a little bit of everything. We're all a bunch of motorheads. I want to thank my teammates, Jerry, Len, Rob. Great working with them guys. We worked together all night long. Want to thank Akers for the respect. Love that guy. And just want to thank the ASR for putting together some awesome races.
Well, brother, it's definitely been a trip, and I look forward to next week as we switch it over to the trucks. So get those truck paint schemes ready. The Xfinity is going away for about 7 weeks. It'll be back in the playoffs. But we'll let you get out of here, man, and great win tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Guy. We got us some, I'm going to have to be digging some pictures for some pit stall ASR marketing. We're going to have some good pictures with that 3 wide stuff. So
good
thanks
video,
again.
man.
Good video, man.
I appreciate what you do for us, and you have a good night.
You too. And I'm going to drop Mr. Sean Wilder, our race winner. I'm just going to drop him in Candy Shack. He'll go find his way home. But Sean Wilder able to hold off. Takes a gamble with that last run. Nothing from us tomorrow night. Wednesday night, SCSRA Next Gen, the Dev Sports Cards Next Gen. We're going to the Indy Oval. So catch me and Duvendak up in the booth. Duvendak trying to drive while he talks to me. He keeps me occupied. I keep him occupied. And, we're have a little bit of potato action show up. So great group of guys over there, and I can't wait for Wednesday night. And then we will head to Thursday as David Hartney kicks things off as the SCSRA live show. But that's going to be it for me in the booth. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Thanks. I saw a couple subscriptions tonight. Mr. St. John, I saw some chat from you. We're going to need you back on that track. But I know that Aussie time's different. But here until next week, these guys will be changing these paint schemes and the trucks are coming. We'll catch you in 7 days.